Virgo, what's up, y'all? Happy motherfucking December. Welcome to your December 2020 forecast reading, tarot reading. Let's get into it. Remember, if you're looking for personal bookings, personal private readings, you can hit me in my DMs at my Instagram page at grateful_Drake. Also, I do additional readings there every Tuesday and Friday, so whenever you can catch a free reading, why not? Remember to like this video. It's the best way of giving back. It's even better than donations. To like the video and to subscribe, it's like great. It makes my day. It makes me so happy. And remember, you know, if something resonates, drop a heart. It helps me. It helps me want to keep doing more of these. When the rapport, there's not a whole lot of feedback, it kind of makes me want to you know, it's just helpful to see you guys up on there, so I'd appreciate it very much. Remember to check your moon and rising sign readings as well, as those will always give you additional perspectives, okay? Especially if you start watching this one and it's not really resonating, that means your reading is over there. Have I said everything? Yes, I believe I have, Virgo. Let's get into it. So it feels like you may have had a dream, just an overall dream or a desire to be with somebody who's like incredibly emotionally stable and grounded, but it feels like that dream may have kind of imploded, or it didn't manifest the way you had hoped. Reverse star card to start out with, Virgo, talks about dreams not coming true or feeling like our dream wasn't fulfilled. Okay, it's followed up by the Knight of Cups, which is about love coming in. However, this Knight of Cups is facing Seven of Swords, which is about feeling betrayed or feeling not settled. Something went awry, okay? It's caused us to want to leave this and go a different direction. We felt this sense of putting up our walls, putting our guard up. We feel like we worked really hard, and this thing was at first felt really creative and passionate, and we thought it was really going to pay off. But there's a thing about boundaries that are showing up here. Okay, when I pull major arcana cards to get some additional information, you get the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents intuition, your psychic senses, and going within in order to navigate. I know Virgos, excuse me, from my personal experience, Virgos are very like meticulous and pay attention to detail, and very like want to figure things out and want to get things done, right? So it can be hard, I think, for Virgos to kind of just general, not necessarily true for you, but it can be hard to go and get quiet and go within and to be grounded and to trust our intuition. Okay, so the lesson of the High Priestess is about trusting yourself in order to navigate these situations. Virgo. Yeah, so it does feel like there's some heartbreak here. The Tower card, we start off with the Tower card and we end with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is heartbreak. Okay, so your whole world turning upside down. Why? Because this is part of your karmic. This is what is supposed to be happening at this time. Sometimes these painful things, they're here to show us something that was hard for us to see before. Things that we wouldn't have normally learned or got or understood unless we have gone through kind of this painful time. Feels like there's been a lot of fighting and quarreling going on. I just want to keep saying, feels like my whole world's being turned upside down. That's how it feels, okay? Justice will prevail, though. You did get one. I pulled you 5 cards down here. All of them were reversed except for the Justice card, card of Libra. So we're looking at things being fair and coming back into balance. shoulders. Okay. So, we got one upright card. Okay, I pulled you 5 more. And the one that came up right in the center is the Fool. Okay, so the Fool is about taking a leap of faith amidst the chaos. Okay, so there's something that you're supposed to be able to trust yourself with. Okay, there seems to be some sneakiness around you, some fighting and stuff, but you're gonna have to kind of lean on your intuition and take that leap of faith. Something's come to a close. This cycle has come to a close, okay? And it's going to be important that you have patience, but it feels like you've been pretty impatient at this time. Remember, the lesson of the Hangman is that within the chaos, within the discomfort is where we find the enlightenment. So if we can just live in the moment and let it be what it is, just know that this is going to be uncomfortable right now, we will have a major advantage, okay? It brings great wisdom. This situation could be making you feel a ton of emotional insecurity, okay? There's a new beginning that's on the horizon for you, but if you're not present for it, you're gonna miss it. There's something really cool that can happen for you. The ball's in your court. Like I said, there's a new beginning, but if you don't take this leap of faith, you can miss it. Okay, Virgo, so like I said already, there's a new beginning that's available to you at this time. The World card comes in the center and it's upright. The World card is the last of the major arcana cards, which tells me you are completing a cycle. Okay, Spirit's happy for you. They're rejoicing for you. You've done something well, and there's some sort of public recognition that's available to you. Some of you are even like making speeches or, you know, expressing yourself in front of a crowd. Okay. So there's this opportunity that's available to you that has a really bright, happy outcome. But it's going to be important that part of this success will involve you kind of revisiting the past and taking accountability, making apologies, making amends for things that possibly you've done wrong. The Judgment card can also be about other people in your life that need to make amends or apologize for things that they've done. Okay, so it's important because this theme is really clear. There's a closing of a cycle, but kind of like a residual inability to kind of dip into the past. Okay, so it's important that if it feels uncomfortable, it means you got to go there. Okay, if you do the work, aka if you get uncomfortable and let you and go there and you address these uncomfortable parts of yourself, the payoff will be handsome. Yep. Underneath this 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate family fulfillment, it's just joy and love. You get the wish fulfillment card. So your wish is my command. There is a lot of love and abundance coming on in for you, friends, but there's this sense of you having to juggle a lot, and maybe even your children or the children in your life or your childhood has kind of been at the center of your concerns lately. There's something that you're unwilling to face, or someone in your life is unwilling to face these issues with your children or with your childhood. Okay, what we're doing is we are welcoming abundance and joy and prosperity into our life by breaking habits and patterns that are rooted in our childhood. We are facing and confronting issues of repeating cycles that are not helpful, generational fucking bullshit that we have inherited from our parents, you know, patterns and ways of being and looking at the world that are outdated. Okay, we're working on cutting those ties and breaking those patterns. Being stuck in that kind of old way of thinking has made you feel very unbalanced. Okay, so you are, I feel like, somebody who's destined to be very I was gonna say profitable. You are not profitable. Prosperous. But we gotta cut this out. There's some healing that needs to be done about your children or your childhood. Okay, there's a little bit of imbalance in how you're feeling at this time. Okay, like I said, the wish fulfillment is the end of this row. So we're definitely looking at you having everything that you would like. But first, amends got to be made. We got to dip into the past a little bit. And we got to complete these cycles that have to do with childhood and children. It takes a lot of strength and courage to face these topics, right? The strength card comes down the center, which tells me you do have the capacity to do this. You can do this, friend. It's about letting go and releasing control. You have to let it go. Once you let go, then the blessings can come in. Okay? The Empress shows up here. This shows you, you or someone in your life. This could be your wife, your mother, issues with the wife and the mother title. Maybe you are the wife, maybe you are the mother, but she stands here firm in her divine goddess power. Okay, so somebody here is really feeling herself, feeling very in control. So this is what this is telling me is that there is this part of your personality that's incredibly strong yet sensual and feminine. Okay, you are a ferocious provider and protector of those that you love. Okay, we're looking at once we're able to release some of this stuff from the past that needs to be forgiven or apologize for and made amends of, we're looking at healthy relationships coming into fruition quickly. Okay, true love and spirit messages show up here once we release. Okay, it looks like here that there have been people around you possibly that have delighted in your pain or delighted in your losses, okay? So it's important to stay the course and remember that you can shift any which way that you would like. So if you're tired of that kind of energy around you, you just cut it, okay? So there's been something here that does feel kind of familial, like within the family, that has kept you up. There's been some sleeplessness and some insomnia here, and it's been really difficult for you to concentrate, maybe even having nightmares. So a lot of focusing on the past, which it does look like the past needs to be touched on, but more so for healing as opposed to like dwelling and like victimhood. Okay, so there is success for you, but you got to be able to step into your power and really just know that you got this. Okay. Within your relationship or relationships, feels like things feel kind of unfair right now. Feels like you're doing all the work and that your efforts aren't being met, and it's not been fair. It's not been reciprocal. Okay, it's important that you speak your truth, and to express yourself in a way that is true to yourself, but also fair and kind and accountable. Okay, so you want to have a nice balance of sternness and straight to the point and don't fuck with me, but in a way that's that people will listen and will receive that, right? You want to be like a master communicator. She shows up, the Queen of Swords, right next to the High Priestess. So we're looking at like really, especially if you're dealing with issues within your marriage or your relationship, your partnership, your union, your commitment, that before you start these conversations, you have to be incredibly grounded. Okay, the High Priestess combined with the Queen of Swords is like mastery at its finest. Like I almost start getting goosebumps when I think about it. Okay, because something's been very unfair. You've been doing all the work, and the motherfucker that's supposed to have your back ain't really been doing their part. In the center, we get the devil card, so we're looking at shadows and things. It comes up with the lovers. So whenever I see the devil and the lovers together, we're looking at codependency, okay? So there's issues possibly in your relationship or in past relationships, or just in the way you look at relationships that's very like, I need this other person in order to feel good. Okay, so, and it's like it's never really actually enough. And if we took the time to see that relationships are really actually a very spiritual journey rather than a journey of fulfill me, it can be pretty transformative. Capricornios. So we're also kind of dealing with issues about feeling trapped by the men in our lives, or even if you have brothers, or just kind of the way men's opinions have kind of formed and shaped you. Okay? There's this sense of not feeling like what I have to say really counts for anything, like it really means anything. Okay? So you're really just working on finding your voice again. You're surrounded by very strong men at some time in your life. You may even just have, romantically even, have two men in your life where you have to kind of choose between, or there's some kind of like choice or decision that needs to be made between two men. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's leaving you feeling kind of trapped. One of these gentlemen, kind of more fiery, enthusiastic personality, makes you feel a little bit more safe than the other man, who's a great communicator, but maybe hasn't always followed through in some way with what he's promised. Okay? A consciousness of lack. So I pull that and it comes underneath the Eight of Swords. Swords are head, consciousness, awareness, thinking, thoughts, sight, communication. So there's kind of this kind of feeling like you can never do it right, you can never make the right choice. It feels very restrictive and overwhelming, stressful. Yeah, it's like sometimes when we have the opportunity to make a choice about something that for other people might feel exciting to have all these choices, for you it's just incredibly draining. You may have even made a choice that you feel stuck with, and it's kind of bitten you in the ass. Feel tired, no more energy left. So at this time you're feeling like you're almost recuperating. Yeah, choices. Ooh, that scared me. A lot of choices here. You get the Seven of Cups, which is a decision you feel stuck with, or making choices that are based out of delusion or illusion, like making the choice out of a ego-based need, or something of that nature, not being grounded in the intention behind it, which has exhausted you. But then we also have the Two of Swords, which is again another choice, or just the same theme of choices to be made that makes you feel overwhelmed. A lot of swords that are showing up here. Okay, you don't feel like you have all the support that you need necessarily to make these choices. Okay. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. So are Capricorns known for being what's the word? Indecisive? I feel like I've known Capricorns that have said that before. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's definitely the energy that's showing up here. But you are so powerful. The first card is the Emperor. The last card is the Magician. Like, these are both powerful ass dudes in their red coats, okay? So we're looking at you being able to do anything that you want. It's followed, the Emperor's followed by the Temperance, which is card of Sagittarius. We're looking at being able to balance and alchemize situations that have extremes, you know, high highs and low lows. You're feeling like you've done a lot of work and don't have a lot to show for it. Maybe even ending something with somebody kind of fiery and temperamental. But we finished this row with the Magician. It's like, but babe, you can do anything that you put your mind to. So you just keep moving forward, because your blessings, your magic, your abundance, your wish fulfillment is on its way in. Let's check the bottom of the deck here. Oh yes, Nine of Pentacles. So this is girl, becoming whoever you want. This is self-worth. This is somebody who makes good money and lives the career and lives the dreams, lives their dreams. This is somebody who feels really fulfilled. This is somebody who enjoys the finer things in life, but do it with like a very balanced way, you know, not overindulging, not underindulging, like a nice balance. Okay. Capricorn, please. Sun, moon, or rising. That was rapid fire, huh? I don't think I've ever read quite like that for these. Okay, so I mean, more of kind of the same similar theme. Okay, you got soulmate. Okay, so you're definitely dealing with issues with soulmate, with the soulmate. Okay, they've left you out in the dust. They've left you out cold. Okay, so you're feeling kind of sorry for yourself. It's going to be really important for you to forgive this person, or you don't have to call them and say I forgive you, especially if they did something really shady. It's really about your own self-healing. So it's so that you can free up the energy to manifest something better, okay? Underneath soulmate, we get no. So, you know, it's probably something you're already very much aware of. Then we get mysticism, which is about there's something going on at this time in your life that's mysterious, but it's the mystery is what the magic is brewing within the mystery, okay? It's leaving you feeling kind of insecure. Let's take that. It's leaving you feeling kind of insecure, but it's part of the process, okay? Underneath victim, we get let go. So you got to let it go, okay? Compromise, okay? There's some sort of compromise you need to make for yourself. Wow, you guys get forgiveness again underneath mysticism. So we want the downtime, the dark time to be working for us. So how do we do that? We got to free up the energy. We got to get rid of something to create something new. So work on that forgiveness, okay? Insecurity, you get, the situation will improve. So whatever's going on right now that's kind of keeping you like feeling kind of panicky, kind of like tied to it, kind of having trouble moving through it, it will get better. You just got to have faith. The situation will improve. It says right here, okay? It says right here. It's what they're telling me. It's what they're telling you. Capricorn. Okay, soulmate, travel, no. Okay, so there's some sort of letting go, okay? The travel card can have to do with actual travel and relocation, but it can also be about choosing a new doorway, all right, with this soulmate. Okay, victim, under victim mentality, we have stuck energy. Okay, so this victim mentality is leaving you stuck. It's going to be hard to make progress or to draw in more abundance when we're stuck like this, okay? Ooh. Underneath forgiveness, we have happy success. So once you forgive, the success can come in. Okay, Capricorn? Let's take that one. Jumpers, mysticism, loss. So there's within the loss, within the unknown, kind of this kind of weird, dark time, there's something beautiful happening, okay? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Insecurity, the healing light. So what's going on for you right now? The insecurity is bringing in healing, okay? Because we kind of got to experience the shitty shit in order to feel the light. But you got to have faith in the process though as well, okay? So why do we feel insecure? Why do we feel these shitty ass feelings? It's so that it's to help bring healing into the situation, all right? Capricorns, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Capricorn. Take this one, and we'll take, let's take this, shall we? We shall. Shall we? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. 5, please, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Capricorn. Cooperation instead of competition. Moonlighting. What does that mean? Let's see. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Hey! Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay, the next one you got is declutter. Okay, so they want you to make space for other things, right? Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. So this can also mean, like, it doesn't have to mean giving your money, but it could. But it means giving back the energy that people are giving to you. So, like, for instance, and I'm going to just say it because we were right here, a way of giving back with these readings is to like the videos, to subscribe, to comment. It's any sort of giving back of energy. It doesn't have to be money all the time, right? So that's just what's coming up. Well, that's card, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Last card, craft. All right, work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, and method. So they want you to delve into some of these things that would help keep you focused and happy. All right, Capricorns, I love you guys. Happy motherfucking December, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like and subscribe. All right, y'all. Bye.